Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Biz, aka The Big Stinky, and it's time for a review of this Chance album, Get Fricked. I'm not allowed to swear within the first however many seconds of my YouTube videos, so hey, just roll with it. Oh, excuse me. The Chats are an Australian punk band consisting of guitarist Josh Hardy, drummer Matt Bodges, and bassist and lead vocalist Eamon Sandwith. This is their sophomore album after their debut 2020 album, High Risk Behavior, and a couple of EPs, including Get This In Ya. The album is 13 tracks, just under 28 minutes. The first track, 6 liter GTR. This was very brittle. I am not going to lie. The instrumentation was very brittle, but very well played. And it just kicked a lot, and I mean a lot of butt, man. It was awesome. And the lyrics are about like having a car with a specific type of engine, which is kind of an Australian thing, but I feel like that's part of the charm of this song. It was cool, and I really enjoyed it. Eamon and singing on this track is very nasty, but in the best way possible. I feel because is it just adds it's got this intensity that makes it worth listening to. And at the end of the track, heck, there's a repeating phrase: don't need a fancy car, just need a 6 liter GTR. I feel like that was a little bit much at the end of the track, but overall this one was a decent one. Next track, Boggo Breakout. Yeah, the only really thing that was really good about this track, in my opinion, was the instrumentation, which is again brittle but pretty fucking great. And Eamon's vocals, and at the end of the day, I didn't really understand the lyrics, and the production just kind of lost me on this one. And next track, Struck by Lightning. Now, this is probably my favorite track on the album, or one of my favorites at least. Uh, well, it's about, well, being struck by lightning. The quickness of the drums, and the guitar. Oh my god. Sorry, someone's yelling next door. Anyway, um, it absolutely insane. Amen and vocal inflections are just absolutely batshit insane. And this is definitely probably my favorite track on the album. Next track is Southport Superman. This track was kind of really short, and it was really hard to comprehend what was happening. I literally couldn't get a good understanding of what the vocals were talking about. It sounded like, but from what I gathered, it sounded like being pissed off for some weird reason. And it was okay, I guess. Again, it went by a little too quick to really understand what the hell is going on. It was decent enough. The track Panic Attack, number 5. The lyrics were about having a panic attack. And I really feel like the descriptiveness of the vocals was really cool, and that had emphasis of the repeated phrase of tack added that infamous. The added vocal layers at the end of the track are really cool. They're dope as fuck. The solo at the end was probably the best so far. It just fucking slaps as a track overall. Ticket Inspector is probably the most lyrically interesting. It's about a ticket inspector who abuses little power he has. It's a cool one. The vocals are probably my favorite on the album. It's just such a badass track. Next track, The Price of Smokes, was a bit of a funny one. It's literally one of the most stereotypical Australian things in the world. That the price of smokes is going up again, and even has a vocal line talking about how they want on freaking politicians hung because of this. Like, that is just so funny in my eyes. It's so fucking funny. Next track, Dead on Sight. The lyrics are pretty easy to understand. They're about how people died. And the instruments is probably the tightest on the album. And it's just every let me just say this. I know I've been saying this a lot, but the playing of these tracks is so fucking good. Like the playing is so tight and so concise that I understand what's going on with the brittleness. Next track, Paid Late. This the instrumental on this one kind of reminded me like of something by the Ramones. I don't know. It just really had. I could just picture like Joey Lee Ramone really just jamming, and the rest of the boys just jamming out to this one. And and you're starting to see a trend here where some of the titles give away what the lyrics of the song are about. And this one is about, well, getting paid late. And Amon's vocals on this one are very expressive. And I feel like it's great. Next track, I've been drunk in every pub in Brisbane. This one has another lyrical getaway, but the shouted vocals are just what the fuck, great, and the playing is insanely good. Short, but this one is a very short but wild one. I feel like it gets all it needs to get out in the short period of time. As for the Southport Superman, it just kind of rattles things off with no real cohesion. Next track, Emperor of the Beach. The singing by Amon on this one is a nice change of pace as it feels very melodic. Like it's much more of a standard rock track than a punk track. It's cool and kind of strange, but a nice vibe. And the lyrics are about how Amon really loves the beach and yells at cunts who ruin it. It's just a very funny track that I enjoy. Out on the street, the lyrics are about someone pushing away their loved ones to the point where they live on the street. A very probably the deepest topic covered by the chats thus far, and I kind of enjoy that. And the melodic singing at the end of the track is very cool, and that's another great track. And the final track, Getting Better. This is essentially like two separate tracks, so I guess you could kind of call it a medley. I don't know. Oh, could you? I'm not really sure. But the first track is about how the chats are improving as a band, and the second one seems just like a jingle. Well, so they're kind of not really cohesive in any sort of way possible. But the playing and vocals are save it from just being meh. And that's all the tracks. My overall thoughts, I really enjoyed this album. It's very no nonsense, plain and simple meat and potatoes punk music with some very funny stereotypical Australian lyrics. And the singing is absolutely nasty in the best way possible. The production is works to the advantage of the album, and I feel like it's really good. I will definitely be returning to this album overall. I am feeling a mid to high 9. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you enjoy, please go check out some of my other videos and maybe even this album if you liked it. So I'll see. I know it took me a while to upload this, but more videos will be coming out sooner now that I have a little bit of free time, I promise you. And end of year list coming soon. So see you guys later.